What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to the new Zeus Behemoth with a legendary pilot and 4 times maxed Zeus. You guys kind of wanted me to make this video. You've been asking for a Zeus video for a while, and I put overdrives on it, legendary pilot, and of course the drone boosted damage whenever we use an active module. Almost 300% firepower when we hit that button in the red button in the lower right corner. So let's have some fun, okay? And of course, this guy was already in stealth. I still killed him somehow. All right, here comes a dead guy, dead man walking, and yep, there you go, buddy. And if you think that's it, no, you don't understand. This is the Behemoth with 4 times Zeus, man. Look, there's an enemy shell coming from the right corner. One shot, and I think I blasted this down his shield immediately. Now he decides to come for me, but I'm like, nah, I have a jump too, buddy. So I'm activating that jump, activating all 4 weapons, and butts. Bye-bye, dude. All right, so yeah, let's have some more fun. Look at this guy. This was just a poor leechy boy. He done nothing wrong to me. He hasn't wronged me in any way. All he did was exist. But that was apparently reason enough for me to take some weapons from him and almost all his life. And then a second later to take the entire life. Here we go. Oh, this guy is currently all right. Ooh, even despite the healing, I still did a lot of damage. Now, overdrive isn't running, but that's cool. Now, can you imagine this video is going for a little while now? Yeah, this is gonna happen, so let's go for it. And VATS! Oh man, that hawk just lost 60% health for 50 in a second or so. And now he's like, oh man, I'm gonna get you back. Don't you worry about it. I'm just waiting for it. ZATS! Bye, Hawk. How's it going, man? Like the content, guys? If so, then subscribe to the channel if you haven't done this yet, and leave a comment down below, maybe even with a like, and tell me what you think about the Zeus Behemoth that you guys wanted me to make a video of, okay? So, here's I think there's a leechy boy coming in, and the other is a hawk. The leech is leeching, so let's go for, oh no, forget it, it's 600 meters range, okay, we can't hit this far. Alright, wait for it, get behind the corner. Aha, look, a Typhon comes out. I think he just fired his ability into the wall. Zang, boom! The leech just came out walking thinking it's safe. Nah, it wasn't safe. And look at this. If you're doing this this trick, just in case you're not aware of this, you can activate jump and immediately activate your weapon mode, and then you will actually deploy all 4 weapons in the air, as you can see right here. And if you deactivate the mode again before landing, you will be walking around with all 4 weapons active like this. That looks so crazy, right? But in fact, you can only fire 2 weapons now. If I fire, you'll see I will only fire with 2 weapons, okay? You're not actually having all 4 weapons ready right now. You have to do this again with the deployment, and then, you know, undeploy, redeploy, and so on. I can walk around like this and look like I have all 4 weapons active, but it's actually not happening. And now we're having a bit of a problem. Here's this Loki in front of me. And yeah, I would really need some help. Whoa, sang! I think that was another Loki or something. He just dropped his stealth, and I jumped away, and he was like, what the heck? Where did that massive thing go that was just here a second ago? There comes a Blitz robot. Zups! Takes a lot of damage right there. Let me just aim at him for a few more seconds, and vamps! Come on, fire it. Zoom! Down to last stand immediately. Okay, we have the little Loki shooting at me from behind. We have a hawk on me. And I was getting a little annoyed here by the Loki, and the fact that no one deals with him. No one helps me. Look, this is an Ao-Chun with a legendary pilot. I know because later he's gonna actually kill him. But not now, of course. Now I'm not getting help, no. I was really hoping somebody would see this and help me out there, man, but yeah, apparently not. Okay, so zooms. Okay, he's dropping his mode. I'm jumping away. I'm giving it 1 big hit. Zaps! Almost down to last stand with the guy. And I think that was only 2 weapons that were just firing. That wasn't actually 4 weapons. If I had fired with 4 weapons, I would have dropped him to last stand, actually. Jumping away from him, unfortunately, I didn't make it across the building. I wanted to land on the other side. But hey, I'm still alive and I haven't yet lost my weapons. I guess that's a good thing. What is that? There's a dude standing under the in the Colosseum and I'm not going for him? Oh, I'm somehow going for this guy. Alright, maybe we can kill him. In time, 2, 1, and boom! Bye-bye, Ravana. That's how we do it in the Behemoth town. And now I'm finally getting destroyed. And, yeah. Now, as I said, later, the Loki was taken out by our Ochon. But of course not before that. So let's just wrap up this match right here, and then we'll jump right into the next one, where I show you the Zeus Behemoth with almost 300% weapon damage. Okay. Yeah, the Hawk is there. I'm not even going to activate stealth because he's not going for me right now. Now he is, and I'm going to activate stealth now. We have this really annoying thing. Let's kill the Hawk real quick. There we go. And this guy, he really wants me, but guess what? I'm still in stealth. And I still haven't gotten my 50% mark. At 50%, I actually get another stealth activation. Let's activate the extra damage by jumping. One more bullet and I would have killed him. Somehow I switched over to the other dude. I don't know why. I should have just stayed on the Ochon. Oh gosh, this is getting crazy. There's 2 Titans and the enemy Hawk. I'm dropping him down to last stand despite his stealth. And then he phase shifts, of course, because why not waste more of our time? And there goes the Sharanga. Nice. Doing some nice damage to him. Oh, he's timing me out. He timed me out while I was firing my weapons. So I can't start the reload. I was actually like 1 bullet away from doing that. He's busy firing at something else. Oh, okay. So let me just come in from behind and have a little bit of fun with you there, my friend. How do you like that, dude? Yeah. Alright. And, oh, I see there is, there's a Minos Titan and an Arthur Titan still in there. Look at the damage you can do with this setup, dude. It's crazy. Especially when you combine overdrive and the drone damage effect thingy on it. It's just sick. I had both stealths ready. I could have done so much more damage. And boom, the game crashed. Cool. So, back into the next match, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna actually jump onto the roof. With this Behemoth, we're gonna jump on the roof on Shenzhen. It's going to happen in this video. Get ready for it, guys. That's gonna be crazy. Really crazy, okay? But first, I think it's good to have a little bit of fun here with that attacking blitz, right? Since he's like out of firepower right now, he doesn't really have any left. So I may as well just go and enjoy the fact that he's running out of ammo. Dropped him to last stand with the others. And waiting for it, and zap! Got it. Oh, I see my next victim. Yeah, he's hiding around the corner. Let's do the trick again. Remember the trick? Jump and deploy near at the same time. First jump, then deploy. Very quickly on top of each other. Bop, bop. And then you'll jump around having all 4 weapons active and increase damage rolling as well because of the fact that I have this drone intensified damage stuff. Boom. Now I'm up here. And now you understand how I get on the high building, right? Now you know. Yeah, I should have probably equipped the... Remember there's this pilot skill that allows you to lock on to enemies faster, right? If I had that here, then I would have been able to shoot him before he entered the flight all the way. And this is how I would have not taken as much damage from him. But you know what? The Behemoth actually has a decent amount of health, and so I can take a little bit of a hit. And now, let's do the thing. Let's do the real thing. A Behemoth on the roof in Shenzhen. Firing from the move, from the jump, all 4 weapons. That's just crazy, man. Zip down to last stand with him. Yes, I know he was leeching, but he was so close before last stand. I think that was worth it, still. We have an attacker down there, but I think he's been getting killed. Yeah, he's not gonna have a chance. Jump up and... Oh, that was a leech again. Ugh. Can you ever deal full damage to anyone in this game? And bats. The freaking shield pops up. The answer seems to be no, you cannot. You cannot deal damage to anyone in this game. So he comes out of his ability now, and last stand, and phase shift, and shield. He literally had all. He had last stand, phase shift, and the shield. He had all 3 things. And his ability too. So, 4 things. 4 things that protect him from taking damage. This is War Robots nowadays. You're always protected. There's never an opportunity or an opening to actually deal damage to you. Imagine you could have had stealth too with this quantum sensor cloaking unit. Then you would have had last stand, stealth, ability, shield, and phase shift. Yeah, try to kill that thing before it gets the ability another time. It's just so stupid, seriously, War Robots. That is just so wrong and dumb. Uh-ohs. Yep, that's it for me now. I'm not even trying, because I know I don't stand a chance. I don't even have my jump ability ready. With the jump ability, I would have tried, but there's no point, right? Without the jump ability. I'm rather just telling him that, man, this is a free kill for you. Have fun. Have fun with this. There's no skill involved with this, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I was done. But I have this nice Sharenga Tsar here still that can blast some bombs around the corner, and I'm taking revenge on him. I just killed him. In case you didn't know, the Scorpion that just killed me, I killed him with the first shot. Boom, Scorpion was dead. And then I took down his Titan here as a little revenge for taking down my my Behemoth. Again, I'm not running phase shift. I'm not running cloaking unit. I'm not running last stand. I'm running none of that. If a Scorpion decides to attack me, then Manni-Gaming is going to die. Simple as that. That's it. Boom. You want to take me down? That's it. I die. There's no arguing. There's nothing, no other outcome to this. Scorpion jumps on me, dead. Absolutely chanceless. Nothing you can do. Not without any of those protective abilities like phase shift, last stand, cloaking, and so on. But I don't want those because I want to show you the maximum damage. I want to show you the maximum fun, right? And in my opinion, running a Behemoth, a Behemoth is played with maximum damage. This is what the job of this robot is. The job of this robot is to deal as much damage as humanly possible. Whenever it opens fire, the enemy has to be crying afterwards, right? Tears have to be running down their face when this thing opens fire. That's the job of the Behemoth. And that's how I'm playing it with 3 times overdrive. However, I wish that overdrive would just activate at 100%. Seriously, I wish it would run from the beginning. It's just so frustrating that you have to take damage first, and then only then you can actually make use of it. But this is how it works. And the bonus you get later from having it activated is really huge. So this guy, oh look, there's a shell. A shell is shooting me, I think with, what is he shooting me with? I think that's the Hornet, right? He's got the heavy Hornet on it. And I'm working through his shield eventually, but I see the Typhon coming in the distance, and so I jump away. It is very important to be aware of your surroundings. When I could stick with this battle here and just keep hitting on him. The problem is this guy's coming in, and I noticed him right away, and I knew I have to unfold my weapons and jump out of range because otherwise I'm gonna take a mad amount of damage from his weapons. Whatever it is, it's probably going to have 600 meters range. That's what I thought it was going to happen, and it was. Maybe I should have taken a little more damage, though, because then at least overdrive would have been activated, right? This is the moment when things go crazy. It's like when overdrive is there, too. But yeah. So, jumping up, increasing damage. This is like as if overdrive was there. Oh, wait a minute, the guy is back! There he is! That's the same dude from a second ago. He just used the teleports to come in from behind, from a different angle. Tricky. So what do you think, ladies and gentlemen, about the Zeus Behemoth? Let me be totally honest with you. The Behemoth is not really an up-to-date robot. It is just not strong enough in terms of abilities. But with a legendary pilot, it definitely gets much better. It gets more useful. But it's still just way outdated compared to the meta. And the Zeus is even worse. The fact that you need a lock-on on the weapon is really problematic. The Zeus is so outdated in terms of damage per minute now that I think what Pixonics should be doing is they should make the Zeus like the Skadi is. Just fire, have that little auto-aim that when you look at somebody it automatically hits, but you don't really need a lock-on anymore. Maybe lock-on in general is outdated, right? Remember that this is especially true on old weapons, old setups, that like weapons that are just not competitive with the new stuff anymore. The new weapons being so much more powerful these days, that the old weapons on top of that, having these mechanisms that are really detrimental, like the lock-on, I think this would be a great opportunity to, without actually touching the stats of the weapon, help it be more relevant. Pixonic, I think that would be an excellent way if you utilize this new thing, this auto-aim weapon without lock-on, on some of those weapons. I think Scourge, Spark, and Calamity still needs the lock-on. It would be too powerful if it didn't have that. But the Zeus, the old outdated Zeus, I think it should really get this aiming system from the Skadi, that it can just look at you and fire, right? It has this reload in between, and on the Behemoth with the stupid deploy and undeployed stuff, right? It's just not really good. And nobody would run. No one runs a Zeus on an Aochon. No one runs a Zeus on an Orochi. Why do you think nobody does that? The reason is simple, because those weapons simply suck. They are just too bad for it. And it's in every regard, in the DPM, in everything, okay? But I think it would be good to let Zeus, you know, have no lock-on. That would be good. I think it would really make sense. Yeah. Or, alternatively, make it a pilot skill that instead of accumulates power 25% faster, it's a pilot skill that reduces the lock-on time for Zeus by 100% if it's fully maxed. Would also be an idea, right? To go with it this route. Yeah, I think I'll propose this to Pixon. Let's see it. However, I'm not having my hopes up, because normally the old content is not really getting addressed, right? Here's an example. Why does Punisher, Molots, and all this, why do they not have a continuous reload? Maybe they should have that too, because those weapons with this ridiculously long reload, they're just not going to be, they just don't cut it, right? But they could go it and make it continuous reloading. And so their weapons, without actually touching their soft stats, would become a little more relevant. Yeah, and this would be another way to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop blah-blahing now. Have a good one, everybody. Until then, bye.